The reason why you get triggered is because a part of you thinks it's true. A part of you think it's true, even though consciously right now you're thinking that it's not true, but deep down a part of you knows or has believed from the past by other people and has called it true and is dictating your life right now. I hope the angle and the lighting is better. Most probably not. We can use our stick. I'm still kind of that trigger moment. Not used to this thing for a long time. I haven't not recorded for maybe 2 months. But even then, before I was just recording once a month, right? And I know it seems kind of excuse, but I was trying to acknowledge this part of me who is kind of afraid that I need to be active and performative for this video. So basically, I don't even have a title for this video, not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna yap a lot, and every time I yap, I realize that I just get like really aligned and I give so much good advice I would normally not. So when I get into that, I feel like right now I'm in the zone. So I feel like whatever I'm trying to say is gonna be so much gold right there for you to extract and for me to later extract when I'm in that low zone, and for me to watch it again, right? So let me shake it off, everything, that anxiety and everything. All right. Yeah. Basically, I was talking about something before. I hope the angle is actually, the lighting is actually good here and not cooked and making me feel like cooked, even though it took me a lot of time to just look the way I'm looking right now. Basically, what I was thinking about before, that made me record this video right now was that um, I was just talking to myself, and when I was talking to myself, I realized this part. I might have to get rid of some of this part, because it's not essential for your time. So I respect your time too. So I'm gonna have to remove some bits of that. So basically, what do you call that part? Basically, when you get triggered, so the main topic for this video will be triggeredness. So basically, how will we define a trigger? So trigger is when something gets activated in your body and you stop thinking logically. So it's like when you get triggered and you have all that situation going on, and after that fact, when you're calm, you realize I was not acting the way I was acting, or that was not me, that type of trigger. Or maybe the sudden sensation or that emotion in your body you feel when you like that you can't explain. So that's what I'm talking about, triggerness from maybe external or maybe by your own thoughts that you think about. So that's triggeredness. Now, what I was saying about triggeredness was that the reason why you get triggered is because a part of you thinks it's true. A part of you think it's true, even though consciously right now you're thinking that it's not true, but deep down a part of you knows or has believed from the past by other people and has called it true and is dictating your life right now. I think there's a cool quote from Carl Jung. I forget. I think it's something along the line of, if you don't make unconscious conscious, it will dictate your life, and you will call it destiny. I'm misquoting here, so don't take it seriously that part. But if you get the point, you got the point, right? I hope I'm recording this shit, bro. Yeah, it's been 4 minutes. Oh shoot! Fucking hell. Damn. I don't have a cover, so I almost cooked my phone. Okay. Basically, where the fuck were we at? This is one of the things that I almost love about myself, is that I forget things sometimes. Like, I don't know what I was saying. Even with my clients, when I'm talking, hey, can you remind me of what we were talking about? Sometimes I forget. We were talking about. I'm about to take this part of the video. We were talking about triggeredness, family, unconsciousness. We call it young. Yeah, I think I didn't have enough caffeine, I guess. What we talking about? You know what? Fuck that. We were talking about something. You can just replay it and see where I was talking. I think I finished the whole complete thing. What I remember from what we were talking about was that unconsciousness basically is dictating your life. Yeah, okay, you already know that part. The Carl Jung quote. And now is the fact you are thinking about, how is that going to help me? How can I use that triggeredness to my advantage? Maybe when you get triggered, you don't want to feel that way. You don't want to let that thing control you. Or for you, it might be that the fact that it just makes your life even worse and makes you feel bad about yourself. So what I've realized is like people think when they get triggered, something's wrong with them, and nothing's wrong with you. A part of you is just coming to your consciousness to help you realize something about yourself that you have bought a lie into. So when that truth you think is, I mean, it is true. It's, okay, the fact, the statement that it says about you is not true. I'm gonna give you an example so you understand. So I'm not just saying some bullshit. The truth is gonna come up in a way. Maybe you get triggered. A thought is gonna happen, right? When that happens, I think my glasses looks kind of. I'm gonna take it off. Not gonna lie, too thick for me to even see from the glasses. When the truth comes up, the actual statement is not true, but that part of you think it's true. So basically, I was thinking about myself is that when somebody calls you ugly, let's say they call you ugly, you're an ugly piece of shit. Maybe their intention might be to just like have a playful interaction with you, maybe just like a friendly way. But you were kind of get defensive and angry, and something got activated in your body, um, and you were like, I'm not ugly, you are ugly, or you're trying to fight and trying to prove their point that you are, right? Because here's the thing, something got activated in your body, and the reason why you got defensive is because a part of you actually thinks that, even though you don't want to admit it or not. So, what you can do is to ask yourself, hey, what makes me get defensive on the fact that what he said, right? So, when you ask that question, you switch from being defensive and attacking to curiosity and open-minded. And when you switch from that state of that contracted feeling, you get more expansive, more open, and you get more insights, you get more freedom around that part. So when you start doing that, when somebody again calls you maybe in the future, same thing, even harsher, you don't feel that triggerness, and you feel more like, hey, like a normal conversation. You don't get like triggered, you don't get defensive, you just let it be. It's like a normal thing, you're just having fun kind of feeling, right? Now, that's a first step that you can take, switching from like that defensive mindset to like more like an open mindset. You can do that. The other step is going even deeper. What you can do is ask yourself, wait, why does it, the fact that he calls me ugly makes me trigger? What part of that am I avoiding? What if what he's saying, there's truth to it, but it's not true about myself? So inherently, you are good enough, good looking and everything, but maybe in the past somebody called you X, that you are something like, yeah, I got kind of lost in my words, not gonna lie. Maybe in the future, or maybe in the future, maybe in the past somebody called you ugly, and you bought into that lie, and because of that you started to micromanage everything. Maybe you started to make your hair better, maybe you started to make your skin better because somebody told you, look, you have ugly skin, right? You started comparing yourself to other people that you're not good enough the way you are. Now, I'm not saying to stop looking better, stop being better or anything. What I'm saying is that what place is coming from. Is it coming from this defensive, trying to prove, trying to scarcity mindset? Or is it more like I love myself kind of thing? Or more like I just want to do it, there's no reason. There's like a neutral positive instead of this negative kind of energy behind it, right? And I hope it's still recording. I hope the thing is actually looking good and not bad. So I think we stop around the fact, I forgot, fuck it. Not gonna lie, I totally forgot what I was saying. Somebody popped up, I was looking there, and I forgot, right? If you want to watch this video and get some yapping type of thing, then you might have to understand that sometimes I forget. I just didn't have a lot of caffeine today, so sorry. I might edit this part out. If not, if I like it, I'll just put it in there. So now you know what to do, right? The first step is to move from defensive, and you're defensive in the moment. You gotta ask yourself in a curious manner, more in a curiosity way of questioning, to get from this defensive to curiosity mindset, be more open-minded and understand what's going on. And the reason why you want to do that, I'm not forcing you, is because it helps you be more free around that space. You feel like you don't have to prove yourself. You don't feel that feeling of I'm wrong and like everything, you don't feel attacking, you feel more like connecting with that person, and more, even more gratitude for that person, for you to realize something about yourself that you have maybe abandoned, or told yourself that you are wrong in a way. So that's the reason why it's really, really important to move from defensive to more like a curiosity mindset. Second is going more deeper, right? Going more deeper as to why that specific statement triggered me, and going to the past and realize, when was the first time that I felt this way? When was the first time that I bought into this lie? That's the second part. There is more, maybe something deeper, but I think this is the perfect step. I don't want to call it perfect step, but like the first few steps in order to see some results, in order to know that this is kind of working for you. You don't have to like buy like, oh, I have to do this or all that. No. Just what I'm saying, you can use that to like experiment in your life and see how it works for you. I'm not gonna be a guru. I'm not gonna be an influencer. If you wanna take the advice and apply for you, then see for the results. If the results, if you feel like that sometimes you have tried all those tips and everything and doesn't work, it's because they're forcing you to do something. Here, I'm just gonna give you some tools that you can apply for your life. And if you're kind of maybe struggling with that area, like how can I apply and everything, then you can just comment down below and I'll maybe help you out the best. Or maybe you know what, I'll put an IG link in my description. You can go down there. You can just text me there and give me your specific situation, and I can maybe guide you even better in that area. No string attached, nothing to worry about. Don't worry. I get there's like a lot of fucking course seller that they try to get you to buy and all that shit. Don't worry about it with me. I'm just gonna help you out and see if you are good for you or not, in terms of what I'm helping you out. I think I said that wrong, but I hope you got that point. So yeah, I think that's all. I think I just wanted to record a real quick video about triggeredness, because I had that right now a few minutes ago related to something else, and I worked around that part and I got curious and everything, and that gave me like, shit, that kind of works, changing the perspective, going deeper. And I just want to share that to you guys, and I hope that this works for you. But yeah, have a good day. All right.